Speedsters are one of the most OP characters in superhero films and shows. They're fast, they're flashy, and they can bend the very fabric of time. And yet, they always seem to lose in the dumbest ways possible. For example, Quicksilver, we first see him in X-Men Days of Future Past. You see, this dude is stupid fast, like the fastest speeder out of anyone else. His perception matches his speed. He's not just moving fast, he's thinking fast. We see him literally stop and think. He's durable as hell. If anyone were to beat this guy, they would have to be almost as fast or just able to destroy the world in which Quicksilver runs. In his fight with Apocalypse, Quicksilver is literally juggling the guy, and Apocalypse barely flinches. Fine, maybe Apocalypse has super durability and regeneration, but then this happens. In this fight, this dude was somehow able to see him running in slow motion. Do you even understand how fast Apocalypse would have to be thinking to perceive Quicksilver in slow motion? How does Apocalypse, who has no super speed, suddenly perceive Quicksilver in slow motion? Then, Quicksilver gets his leg caught. Why doesn't he just stay in super speed, break the dirt, and escape? We already know he can manipulate time, literally. This defeat makes zero sense. Now let's get a redrush from Invincible. When Omni-Man attacks the Guardians, redrush was the only one who even stands a chance. He sees everything in slow motion, can think at super speed, and manages to block some of Omni-Man's punches. But then, this happens. How? I mean, redrush literally perceives time slower than anyone else. This means he should have seen Omni-Man's hand coming a mile away and just moved out of the way. Or better yet, he could have grabbed the Guardians and evacuated the area, buying time to regroup or call for help. Instead, he just stands there and lets it happen. It's a frustrating example of bad writing, nerfing a speedster for the sake of the plot. Let's talk about A-Train from The Boys. On paper, A-Train should be a powerhouse. He has super speed, reaction time fast enough to see Starlight's powers in slow motion, and the ability to run circles around almost anyone. But somehow, he spends most of the series as a punching bag for Homelander. Homelander constantly bullies him. Here's the thing. Homelander might be stronger, but he shouldn't even touch A-Train. With his speed, A-Train could dodge any attack, avoid any confrontation, and simply outrun all his problems. But instead, the writers nerf him for drama. And then here's MCU's Quicksilver, who died in Age of Ultron. Sure, the MCU's Quicksilver is slower than the X-Men version, but he still sees bullets in slow motion. How does he fail to move Hawkeye and himself out of harm's way? It's a total betrayal of the character's abilities. The only speedster done right, Dash from The Incredibles. He's fast, but not invincible, running at 200 or 300 miles per hour. This keeps him powerful without making him overpowered, creating a believable and engaging character. Let's not forget The Flash. In the CW series, Barry Allen is supposed to be one of the fastest beings alive, but instead of solving problems in seconds, he spends most of his time making mistakes that drag out each season. He forgets how to use his powers, gets hit by freeze guns, and somehow struggles against villains who shouldn't even be able to see him. Like in the Flash movie, things don't get much better. At one point, a younger Barry gets shot in the leg. How does a speedster get hit by a bullet? Later, they claim there's no way to save Supergirl and Batman during the final battle. But why not? The Flashes could have used their speed to grab kryptonite, or just taken out the Kryptonians one by one. I understand that Kryptonians are fast, but the story itself says that the Flash is faster. I know you think I'm just ranting, but speedsters should be the strongest characters in their universes. No one should be able to even touch them. They deserve better. But instead, the writers nerf him for drama. They've turned a character who could be one of the strongest soups into a walking disappointment. What do you think? Are speedsters disrespected, or is this just the nature of storytelling? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more superhero deep dives.